with LAFC midfielder Tillman. Timmy, congratulations on the extension. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start with questions here in person and then transition over to Zoom. Kevin, you want to start us off?
Congratulations on the contract. I have two questions for you. First off, you've been playing up front with Son and Deni Bouanga. There's been a lot of combinations that you've played with here. This one really seems to work. Is there something about Son and Bouanga, their personalities, their playing styles, that mesh right away, or what have you seen?
Yeah, I think the whole team has just been playing really well the last couple games. I think what we've improved on is just sticking to our game plans and then being a little more patient going forward, not always forcing plays, but waiting for the right gaps to open up and then just attacking them, especially with the quality we have with Sonny and Deni up front, finding those openings and then just being dangerous and scoring our goals.
Now, you play, obviously, internationally in Germany here. Soccer seems to be a sport unlike any other in that players are allowed to argue with the referees, and they do it all the time. Is it different here than in the Bundesliga? Is it the same around the world? And why do you do that? You're not going to change the call.
I think, yeah, sometimes you just have to be on the mind of the ref and remind him of some certain plays. Like, let's say, like, especially I think in soccer there are many 50-50s, and many things could go both ways. And then if a call is always going against you, then you have to tell him, okay, at this like on this side in this play you went for that call, and on the other side you're going the other direction. And like sometimes you just have to remember to them. It's not that I'm discussing with them all the time, but I'm just talking to them and trying to help them as well.
Is it different in the Bundesliga than here?
No, I don't think so. I think it's the same.
Thank you.
Jim Alexander. Timmy, obviously, being part of this team, you're part of this core now, and we're seeing other guys re-signing with this team too. Is that something you feeling now that these are going to be guys that you can know? I mean, obviously this business changes, people leave and come, but now you feel like this team has a core moving forward, even beyond this season, that players you know are going to be here, that you sort of build this comfort together, knowing that you're here for the long term.
Yeah, I mean, I think throughout the years, it's always been nice for me to play with different guys, and I think what's very important to me is to feel comfortable on a team, and I feel like we always get in guys that are my friends, that are like my family. Especially here, being here alone for me, this has always been nice, and of course the guys who've been here on a longer run with me now are feeling like family and are my closest friends, and I hope to play as long as possible with them. But like you also said, in soccer you never know. But for now I feel like we just have a really good team, a really good core, and a really good chemistry on the team. So that's all I can say to that.
And one more for me. I asked Sergio earlier this week, what were some of the personal and on-field factors about re-signing? What meant to you the most when you were coming to this agreement with the team? What sort of personal things that you're willing to share that matter to you staying here, and also obviously with the club and on-field?
Yeah, so of course it's more important what's on the field, coming to re-sign. But yeah, what made me stay here was just that like I said, I love being here. I love working here and working with the guys. I really enjoy every single second here. It's always been fun, and we are a very competitive team. We are a successful team, and we have big goals, and that's what I have personally as well. And I want to achieve as much as possible, and I just feel like this is a perfect match right now. And then on the personal side, I feel so good in LA, in and around LA. It's so much fun to live here. I started playing golf. Golf has been yes, yeah. Golf has been playing a big role too. And yeah, I just enjoy being here.
Are you any good?
Not yet.
Derek?
Hi, Timmy. So congrats on signing a new contract yesterday. And so in the last two games, you played the front line with Sonny and Deni. So how did you manage the collaboration with them?
Yeah, I think I'm a player who is very versatile, who has qualities going in any direction. So I just try to help them coming from a different angle maybe, but it's not that I'm changing my whole game, you know. So yeah, it's been very fun up there the last couple games. But yeah, we'll see. Like I'll play whatever the team needs from me.
And if you could share, what kind of conversation did you have with Sonny to improve the relationship?
First of all, I love that he's talking German with me. Having someone speaking German on the team feels good too. But yeah, then just in general, I think we've been talking about a lot of stuff. It's not just about what happens on the field, but also off the field, and just building that chemistry, building that friendship is key. And yeah, I've been working on that with him, and I really like him. I like that he's here, and I enjoy having him here.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So he was serious during his speech when he said that he was speaking German.
I was wondering who said that, but I saw it on video too that it was him. He could definitely do it, but I don't think there would be anyone else but Oka, Steve, and me who would understand him. So we told him to speak English.
And just overall, where the team is at right now, and as we're approaching the end of the regular season, do you guys feel like you're connecting, you're finding the rhythm when it matters the most?
Yeah, you just said it. I think it's very important for us to find the momentum right now, to carry on that confidence and that harmony and chemistry on the field to the playoffs. We all want to reach the playoffs, and we want to do well in the playoffs, and that's why it's so important to have a good stretch right in at the end of the season.
Anything else in person? Mario?
What do you think of Sonny's front foot celebration? It wasn't quite like Deni Bouanga's, but it was more like a tumble. What do you think of the celebration?
I don't want to say it was good, but I also have to say I couldn't do better. So
All right, we're going to transition over to Zoom. Daniel Olea.
Hey, Timmy. Congratulations on the extension. First of all, I would like to ask you your thoughts on the nomination of your brother for a CONCACAF Player of the Year. And also, as a follow-up, Sunday, LAFC will be celebrating a Carlos Vela night. If you can share with us any particular moment, something that can you share with Carlos during all this year working playing together.
So yeah, of course, I'm very happy about my brother being nominated to be the CONCACAF Player of the Year. It would be amazing, and I would be super proud of him if he could get that award. And then yeah, speaking of Carlos, I think we are all happy to have him there on Sunday. We are all looking forward to meeting him, seeing him again, and I think the fans will go crazy. I think the whole stadium will show some love to him, and for me personally, I just remember him as a very, very nice guy in the locker room, like always in a good mood, always bringing good vibes, and yeah, being one of the leaders that led the club to where it's at right now. So yeah, that's all I can say about Carlos.
All right, do you have anything else for Timmy?
So how's Sonny's German?
Very good,
Is it really?
very good.
You know, you got the beard, and Deni has the beard. Is he gonna grow one?
I don't know if he's capable of it.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thanks again, Timmy. Congratulations.
Nice to see you here in person.
Yes, give me 1 sec. All right. Steve, going to turn camera on. Audio on. All right, and we're back, joined by head coach Steve Cherundolo. We're going to start off with questions here in person and then take questions over Zoom. We'll start off with Kevin Baxter.
Steve, thanks for your time again. Nice to see you as well. So, I got a couple questions for you. The first one is, you've tried a number of different combinations in your time here, some successful, some not. The Bouanga-Son combination seems to have worked from day one. Why is it?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's not the only combination that's worked. I think Deni and Amadi Bogush worked pretty well. I think of Carlos Vela with pretty much anybody works. So many combinations work. I think if you look at LAFC's offensive production over the past 8 seasons, well, 7 3/4, if we want to call it, it's been pretty good. And so I think our system and the way we interpret the game here is very offensive. And so naturally our attackers will profit from that. Those two in particular, with how we've been playing recently, both are excellent at exposing teams in behind. And if you give either player room in behind, if you give either player windows, we're going to attack those spaces. And each of them have the technical ability to play in those windows, to receive passes in those windows, to also run in behind and attack space. And in front of goal, obviously both have shown over the past 2 games what they're capable of. And so I think it makes it really difficult for defenders to mark them when there's open space and given the freedom that we give them.
The second question is, I know you watch other sports. Soccer to me seems unique in that referees players are allowed to confront, argue, whatever you want to call it, with referees all the time. It doesn't have to be the captain. No other sport does that. Why do you think that is? And is there a benefit of that? Have you ever seen a referee change a call because he was argued with?
No, but there are other sports where, let's call it communication with the officials is important. Rugby, for example, where there's constant communication. And it's great to see. I think the more officials try to communicate with players, the better it will get. And the relationship gets better. There's more understanding for one another. I think just in general, I think if we, as human beings, speak to each other, there's going to be more understanding for the other opinion inside. Having that said, I think it can be really good when they do speak to each other. At some point, it can get to a place where you're trying to influence referee's decision, and that's wrong. And you're absolutely right. I've never seen a ref change his call.
And when we reach that, it doesn't look like communication, to be honest. It looks like confrontation or whatever. But if you say it's communication, okay.
Well, I mean, communication is mostly nonverbal, and it doesn't always have to be words, and sometimes it doesn't always have to be positive, but we're always communicating whether we like it or not. And I think our officials understand the emotions of the game and do fairly well with it. At times it gets out of hand, but that's also normal. It's a sport we all care very much about in this country and in this league, and emotions are a part of the game.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Jim Alexander here. You guys have been locking guys down to contracts, especially you got 2 of them done this week. Is it important for you, I mean, obviously you have the player, the general manager, but you're at the forefront of this too. How important is it for you to lead this team and have a core in place for even the next incoming coach for you? Is that something you think about, to sort of leave the team in better shape maybe than you inherit? Is that something you care about too, sort of the future of this team, even though you might not be here?
Yeah. Look, I'm the current coach of the team, and I was for the past couple of years, and it's my job to make sure that this club is as successful as possible. It's my job to make sure, and the other coaches obviously, to make sure that we maximize the potential in the roster. And you cannot just think transfer window to transfer window. You always have to be ahead of the game. You have to be ahead of the curve. In the world of football, I think it's also different for us in the United States compared to other U.S. sports. We are competing against, I don't know how many other teams around the world, and it's all one big market. And we have to make sure that we are ahead of the curve. And so, what we are doing now has been decided months, maybe a year ago. And what we do in the next transfer window will have also already been decided. And so, yes, it is absolutely important to me and everybody working at LAFC that when it's time to move on or time to go, that the club is in a better place.
And also, you had the fortune to manage a lot of big name players, stars and stuff. Some other coaches around the league maybe don't have that luxury. LAFC is known for as a star club in a sense. Tell me, does that change your sort of method of coaching and just managing personalities in that sense, knowing that you have a lot of prominent talent always coming into LAFC over your tenure, over the years, or do you have one sort of objective of how you treat players, no matter how big their standing is, in a sense?
No, every player has a different personality, and every player receives different treatment from me. I have a different relationship with every player. By no means is it the same method with each player. I think the one constant we do have is, we playing time is based on your effort, is based on what you can do for the team and the club, and that's it. And I think we've been fair with that over the last 4 years, and consistent. And that is all players really can ask for and want. In my experiences, they want to be treated in a fair manner. And if somebody is ahead of them, then you need to speak to that player and communicate with them of why, and give them a chance to prove you wrong. And that's how we do our work here, regardless of the name. But certainly the relationship and how I treat each individual, that changes according to the person, their personality, where they're from, what they've done, and what their needs are.
We got time for a couple more with Steve right here. Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah from NBC America. I have a question. We have a game this week, so we had a great game last time. Do you expect to carry that momentum into this home match as well?
Yes, very much so. Unfortunately, there's an opponent who also is trying to stop that momentum. And so it'll be an interesting matchup. We rarely play the same team twice in 1 week. It's just an anomaly of our schedule and our season. But it'll be interesting to see, obviously what Pablo has thought of and what solutions and changes he'll make, if any at all. And then what we'll do. And so it's for those tacticians, hobby tacticians in the stands or in front of the TVs, I think it'll be interesting to watch. But we absolutely want to carry this momentum forward. We have 6 games left, and I have no objections to winning all 6. But we're going to start thinking about just this one game for now.
And then it seems like your team energy must be high. And how's the team atmosphere so far?
Yeah, today still a little bit in recovery mode. So I think emotionally, I think we're fine. I think we're in a good place. Physically, obviously, they need today still to recover, but tomorrow we expect some fresher legs, and I think mentally we're in a good spot. I think mental freshness is there for the most part, and we'll put the finishing touches on our match plan tomorrow. Get the players physically in a spot where they'll be able to compete on Sunday, and hopefully enjoy a successful outing for LAFC on Sunday night.
Okay, we'll go to Katya.
Steve, official farewell for Carlos Edimo on Sunday. What's your best memory that you have sharing with him and what you guys accomplished with him?
Yeah, I think for me the best memories of at work are always the ones maybe not really involved with our work. It's the personal relationships, the conversations, the laughs, the jokes. I appreciate more of the personal side of things than I do the professional side. But obviously winning a trophy with Carlos, trophies with Carlos was amazing. And I'm very happy for him. He put in a lot of work to do that. And, to watch him as the captain raise trophies, I think was special for him and this club, and I was happy to be part of it.
When we talk about legacy, what do you think his legacy is?
I think I am not the one to answer that. I think the journalists here at this table are the ones who solidify people's legacies, and the fans. And I'll leave it up to you guys.
One last one from Derek.
Hi, Coach. Derek Korea. So the team is being praised for its improved teamwork. So what kind of efforts are you mainly focusing on?
I think just accomplishing everything we do as a collective is enough for this group to be successful as a group. Whether I ask them to press on goal kicks or throw-ins or do this, that, I'm not sure that is that important. I think what this group understands now in the last couple of weeks is whatever we do, we're doing together. And then if that means we are fatigued and we are a little disorganized, then we have to just sit a little deeper. But as long as this group stays connected and is communicating and is on the same page, it's a very difficult team to beat.
All right, that'll do it for Steve. We'll be right back with Timothy Tillman. Thanks, Steve.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us today for our media availability ahead of Sunday's RSL match. We are joined by LAFC forward Deni Bouanga. Deni, thank you for joining us. We also have his translator, Guillaume, on the Zoom. We're going to start off with questions here in person, and then we'll transition over to questions on Zoom. We'll start off with questions from Kevin.
Danny, thank you for your time. Guillaume, thank you for helping us out. Danny, you seem to have real chemistry with Song already in just a few games. Didn't have that with anybody else. How have you settled in with him in such a short amount of time?
Denis, bonjour Denis.
Bonjour.
Tu as une vraie connexion qui marche bien avec Son en ce moment, qui n'avait pas eu ça avant. Comment est-ce que ça marche? Après, c'est un peu plutôt de moyennement entendu ce que en gros, comment ça a marché, comment est-ce que tu fais ça? La connexion avec Son.
Elle est assez facile, la connexion. Voilà. Sonny, c'est un très bon gars en dehors comme sur le terrain. Et comme je l'ai dit, c'est facile de jouer avec des joueurs de ce calibre-là. Et la connexion, elle se fait automatiquement. C'est très simple d'être avec Sonny. Et vous le voyez, voilà, on est souvent ensemble, on parle souvent ensemble. Je pense qu'on est du même football.
It's a very easy chemistry. Sonny is a very good player and a very good on the field and outside the field. It's easy to play with him. This connection that we have, his chemistry is was automatic set. It's very simple, and as you can see, we speak a lot together.
Did you have to change some of the things you did? Does he have to change some of the way he plays, or was it just natural?
It's natural.
Natural.
Yeah, it's very natural.
See, I know you speak English.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Deni, it's interesting because you and Sonny get the glory. Obviously, you guys are goal scorers, sort of the popular position, but it's been a team effort. The defense has really stepped up. The midfield has been feeding you guys, and Hugo's been doing his thing. How appreciative are you of the other guys who might not get all the attention on the team, but have been so instrumental in the success you guys have had lately?
Donc il dit que c'est un super effort d'équipe, parce que c'est intéressant de voir que vous êtes tous les deux des super marqueurs. Tous les deux vous avez marqué plein de buts, mais on voit un énorme effort de l'équipe du LAFC en ce moment. Ça vient du milieu, mais aussi de Hugo qui fait son boulot et qui avance. Comment est-ce que vous gérez l'attention que vous avez tous les deux, Sonny et toi, par rapport au reste de l'équipe, l'effort collectif?
Tout simplement, je pense que l'équipe elle est homogène. Voilà, on sait bien défendre, on sait bien attaquer aussi. Pour l'instant, ça marche. Et puis voilà, ils font le taf derrière et on fait le taf devant. Donc sur ça, il n'y a aucun problème à se poser. Je pense que on a tous notre rôle à jouer et comme je l'ai dit, voilà, ça tombe sur moi et Sonny en ce moment et ça peut tomber sur quelqu'un d'autre plus tard. Mais en tout cas, l'équipe elle marche très bien comme elle est et voilà, je suis très content.
It's pretty easy. The team plays very well together right now. And the job is done from behind and also for the forward, for Sonny and I, playing well together in the front. And all the players have their role, and we're very happy the way the team is set right now.
And one quick one, a lot of guys been re-signing with the team. Does that make you happy to see a lot of them get contracts and know they're going to be here for a long term?
Plein de joueurs ont signé un nouveau contrat, signé leur contrat. J'étais content de voir ça.
Ouais, c'est super pour nous, voilà, surtout avec les personnes qui ont des années encore en plus. Voilà, ça prouve que l'équipe marche bien, que les joueurs sont dans de très grandes formes. Et voilà, je suis très content que des joueurs s'ajoutent à notre équipe et que Sergi et Timmy prolongent leur contrat aussi.
It's great for us, and mostly for the player who signed for more years. I'm very happy about that, and mostly for Sergi and Timmy to be with us for longer.
Hi, I'm Sarah from NBC America. I'm not sure it was the same question with you. I couldn't hear you about the question. What was your first question?
About how he and Song have learned to play together.
Oh, gotcha. That was a very similar question, but last game you and Sonny shared the celebration the same morning was a really huge topic back in Korea. Did you guys talk about that before, or was it just natural first moment?
Yeah.
That was the first question. Yeah.
Yes, he talked to me about that. He say when I score the hat trick, I do the same celebration, and I do the yours. he's good.
What about if you score again this week? Did you ever talk about something about any ceremony this week?
I don't I don't know, but I have one with Sony, but I don't show you now. But it's surprise.
Okay, I got it. And then you guys have a very great time last game, so I think that your team the energy must be pretty high right now. How's your team atmosphere?
And the atmosphere is good because we win 2 times away. It's good for us, and we continue like that in Sunday.
Are you gonna teach him to do a full front flip?
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't want to Sony injury. No, no.
Deni, when you got here to LA, did you ever imagine that you would be making history with this club and breaking records?
Non, je pensais pas. Enfin, j'avais des objectifs, mais je pensais pas du tout battre le record de Carlos. Après, comme je l'ai dit, voilà, je suis là pour être décisif. Je suis un attaquant et voilà, plus je me rapprochais des objectifs, plus je voulais le dépasser. Donc après, comme je l'ai dit, voilà, de le dépasser, c'est un honneur et puis voilà, c'est tout.
No, I didn't think at first to make a history here. Now that I'm getting closer to Carlos, it's very much an honor. My job is to be important to score goals, and that would be one thing to pass him mostly as an honor and the team.
Writing your names in the books of a club's history, in this moment in your career, where would you rank that and what does that mean to you?
Donc marquer le club comme ça en étant le joueur qui a marqué le plus de buts, comment est-ce que tu places ça dans l'ensemble de ta carrière? Comment tu vois ça dans l'ensemble de ta carrière?
Je le place à l'instant présent, je le place tout en haut. Voilà, je sais que c'est pas dû à tout le monde d'avoir des grands records comme ça, donc ouais, je le place vraiment tout en haut et voilà, l'objectif maintenant il est terminé et comme je l'ai dit, j'en ai d'autres et je pense que voilà, j'espère les atteindre avant la fin de saison.
At this point of my career and the season, this is the top of the top achievement of my career. It's something special to do, and but now that this goal is achieved, I will have other goals that I want to reach before the end of the season.
We'll take one on Zoom. Sung-Mo Lee.
Hi, Deni. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask you two things. One question is about you. One question is about Son. So first of all, for you, you just mentioned about your next goal. So let me ask you. Now you just made a new record for LAFC. So you are now the top scorer for LAFC. So what's your next goal as a player in long term? What's your big goal?
Il y aura deux questions. La première c'est pour toi, la deuxième c'est pour par rapport à Son. Tu as parlé tout à l'heure de tes nouveaux objectifs. Être le meilleur buteur du club. Maintenant, c'est quoi tes nouveaux objectifs pour toi personnellement?
Déjà, l'objectif de cette année, voilà, c'est d'atteindre les 100 buts avec Los Angeles. Ça serait un moment magnifique pour moi. Et puis de continuer justement à être décisif pour Los Angeles et d'écrire tout simplement mon histoire.
So the first is to reach 100 goals with LAFC and then continue scoring and writing my history, making my at LAFC.
Okay, let me ask you my second question. Let me ask you about one specific moment about your pass to Son when Son made the hat-trick, and that was the moment so many fans were so happy to see. What you were thinking about, you want to help him to get the hat trick? Is that the reason? Because you could also shoot by yourself. What was the reason you passed that to Son at the moment?
Le moment spécifique pour le troisième but de Son pour qu'il fasse son triplé et tu l'as fait la passe décisive. Comment ça s'est passé pour toi? Parce que tu aurais pu effectivement marquer, tu as été super généreux pour qu'il fasse son triplé, mais tu as pensé aussi marquer. Tu peux parler de ce moment où tu as fait cette passe généreuse.
Une fois sur le terrain, voilà, j'ai l'opportunité de marquer, voilà, tout est ouvert pour moi. Après, voilà, je regarde, je dis souvent à Sonny, ce qu'il m'a dit contre San José, voilà, j'ai l'opportunité de marquer 3 buts, je sais le sentiment que ça fait. Et voilà, il a l'opportunité de marquer 3 buts et tout simplement, voilà, je lui fais la passe. Je pense que voilà, il connaît le feeling, donc pour moi c'était plus important de faire la passe que de marquer à ce moment-là, même si je suis en course pour le Golden Boot, mais voilà, en tout cas moi je suis très content d'avoir fait la passe et comme je le dis, voilà, on a célébré ensemble parce que voilà, il le mérite aussi. Il est dans une très bonne forme et de l'avoir comme ça, c'est parfait pour le club et parfait pour les fans aussi.
That's true. I could have scored. The goal was open, and the week before against Costa, I scored also my hat trick. So I know the feeling. And when I did this pass, it was good for him to also have the same feeling this week to score a hat trick. We celebrated together. It was good for him. It was good for the fans. And I know I'm on the race to be the top scorer of the team for the Golden Boot. But that was a great moment for the team.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, that's going to do it for Deni. Thank you guys. We'll be right back with midfielder Timothy Tillman.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.